Okay, we'll start off in our child just to ground for a little while. Just to take a few moments. Just to pay attention to breath and body and mind. Take your time settling in. Sometimes your body will resist relaxing, and you have to give it a little time. Okay, and the best way to allow your body to let go in the little places that it's holding on is just to breathe deeply and give it some time. Inviting in our hugest inhales and cleaning out the lungs on the exhale. You might find even more softness, even more heaviness in your body with each breath. And take a little time to notice the movement of the belly. It puffs open on the inhale. All your abdominal organs get pressed downward towards your pelvis by your diaphragm as you inhale. And that makes your belly puff open. And as you exhale and your diaphragm presses up and the lungs empty, you have a lot more abdominal space. So the abdominal organs go back into place, but you take that a step further by pulling your belly button into your spine and even using your pelvic floor. Really strengthening all that tissue that wraps around your belly and your low back. And take a moment to just feel and become aware of the movements in the rib cage, the whole rib cage, front to back, wrapping around from the spine, joining in front with your sternum, joining up top by your shoulders and your neck. And then, of course, the bottom of your rib cage is open, but it's closed off by your big diaphragm between your ribs and your abdomen. The whole rib cage expands up and open on the inhale. And the whole rib cage compresses down and inward on the exhale. And it's really good for us to pay attention to the breath because during the day, during the rest of our lives when we're not on the mat, in general, we tend to shorten the breath. The breath gets short, it gets shallow, and our breathing muscles get stuck in that pattern of short, shallow breath. So just by staying here a moment and paying attention to the breathing pattern, intentionally lengthening it, intentionally making it more effective and more therapeutic, we're retraining all those little muscles. Okay, as you're ready, reach your hands out and pull yourself up to hands and knees. Come on up. Here we are. Let's start to warm up and wake up this beautiful spine. So gripping the mat, belly button lift up toward the mat, even as you pull the heart forward on the inhale. So the upper spine is extending, and we try to take the extension out of the lower back by lifting that belly button up. And with your exhale, push the floor away. Round your spine, maybe shake your head. Let's take several more cat-cows. Heart pulls forward, inhale. Push the floor, exhale. Okay, maybe eyes are closed here. This is a great time to really find some nice mobility in your spine. So roll side to side, get some lateral flexion. Get some nice movement all over the rib cage. And the neck. And let's bring it back to a flat back. Let's get the right leg out behind and lift the belly button up and in. So just like we start our practice most of the time with intentionally internally rotating that right hip. Okay, intentionally lifting the belly button up away from the floor and activating your core to hold up, okay, to help stabilize this big right leg. Our legs are really big compared to the rest of our bodies. So we have to kind of intentionally support the weight of that big leg. Let's move the right leg out to the right. Go ahead and tap the floor with the toes somewhere on the right. Notice you can't move it very far if the hip is internally rotating, and that's okay. Let's pick it up just as high as you can. It's not going to be that high if you're lifting your belly button, and tap it on the left, crossing the midline. Again, lift it up, tap it on the right, and lift it up, tap it on the left. So let's take a few more like this. I call it making rainbows. So imagine that your right foot is drawing a big, beautiful rainbow shape in the air. And it can't be too high because really the foot needs to stay just about level with your hip at its highest so that your core can stay in control. But just notice what's moving the leg. Notice the hip gently waking up, especially when you cross the midline, right? How does that feel when that right leg crosses to the left? Ah, nice opening for your outer hip. Okay, next time that right leg comes back through center, pause there. Let's drop the toes to the floor. And let's transition to a supported side plank. So we'll take the left lower leg, point it out to the left, drop that right heel, and reach up with the right hand. And take a moment to fidget and kind of arrange yourself on the mat. Okay, remember when you look down at your left hand, knee, and right foot, they're all in the same line, okay? And that'll give you the most support for this posture. So take a moment, make sure the left elbow is softly bent and your spine is still long on all of the sides, front, back, left, and right. And we'll extend through this right hand, but pull back in the shoulder at the same time so that the arm is very active. And let's circle it out. Okay, remember the arm is super active, so the shoulder is turned on, the chest is too. And let's rewind that. All right, then take your time reaching up here, pause. Okay, now I have a little challenge for you. You can stay here with the left knee underneath you. Or I have a little challenge to possibly lift the left knee up off the floor. Just hold it like that. If you can point the left knee forward, awesome. You can extend the left leg forward. Let's hold here for 3 breaths. Big inhale. Point your tailbone at your right toes. Big exhale. 2 more. Big inhale. Big exhale. 1 more. Big inhale. Big exhale. Go ahead and let it go. Drop that left knee back to the floor. Come on down to hands and knees. So you spin your right side back down. And let's take a moment. If you tuck your toes, sit back on your heels. Let's stretch our wrists out for a little bit. Okay, so fingers point at you. Roll the top of the hand on the floor, around. Okay, make sure you find some nice movement in here. You can roll circles or front and back. And then let's flip the pancake. We'll put the palm down. And it's nice here to kind of peel the hands up and down. All right, let's bring that back to normal. And then find hands and knees again. Let's get the left leg out behind this time. Remember to rock that hip under, lift the belly button, and notice that when you do all that, it's really hard to get the leg above hip height. And that's as it should be. So allow that to be so here. And we'll start to point the leg out to the left, tap the floor over there with the toes. Cross the midline to the right, tap the floor with the toes. So you're attempting to make this rainbow shape. You're quite limited in how big it can be, but just take a moment to work within those limitations. Feeling that core control. Maybe a few more times on each side. Okay, next time it comes back through center, drop those left toes. Okay, we'll swing this right lower leg out to the right and left foot down, left hand up, supported side plank. I'll meet you here, spinning around. Take your time settling in. Okay, right hand and knee, left foot, all in a straight line. And then let's open up this left shoulder. So activate the shoulder by reaching out and pulling back at the same time. Feel your neck long. Let's circle it out. Okay, rewind a few times. Come on back. And next time you're reaching up, pause there, hold, and breathe. So here's our challenge this time. Maybe stay just here in this supported side plank. It's a lovely posture if you just want to hang out. If you want that little challenge, lift the right knee up off the floor. See how that works. And if everything is going great, stick the right foot out. Okay, make sure your tailbone's still pointing at your left foot. 3 breaths here. 2 breaths here. 1 more. Nice, let that go. All hands down, all knees down. Let's take another little rest stretch moment. Maybe if you want a little more, you do it from hands and knees instead of sitting on your heels. That'll be more gentle, sitting on your heels. Hands and knees, you've got a little bit more weight in it. So take a moment, hands, palms up, rolling it out. And then take a moment with palms down. And then I kind of like to roll back, sit on the heels and roll back into it. So you might get a little extra spaciousness and opening in those wrists. They get really tight. It's kind of shocking how much tension we accumulate in our poor wrists and our poor feet as well. Okay, let's find regular old hands and knees. And I'll meet you in a down dog. Tuck your toes, come on up. And let's hang out here. And let's take care of our feet while we're here as well. So make your down dog kind of dynamic and walking out your knees and your heels, and let's roll over the tops of the feet. So you can just do one at a time at first. Roll over the top of your toes and roll side to side. Find some good feelings, no bad feelings, please. And other foot, roll over the top of the foot. It's nice to roll up and down. Maybe get some cracks. And if everything feels great there, you can try both feet, okay? Should be fine. Unless you feel any pain, then just do one. But both feet might feel good to roll over the tops of those toes. Okay, find yourself back in a normal down dog. And let's start to move, guys. Inhaling here, find your plank. Heart moves forward. Exhaling, walk to your hands and fold. Let your head hang. Roll it up, inhale. Reach tall, super tall. Exhale, sit into your chair. Come on down. Inhale to standing. Exhale, folding. Halfway up on your inhale, you can tickle your shins if you need to, or bend your knees. And big fold on your exhale. Definitely bend your knees here. Palms are down. Inhale back through plank. Exhale here, knees, chest, and chin come down. You may float and hover, or you might come all the way down. And with your inhale, pull your heart forward. Find a little cobra, nice cobra. Okay, exhale here, find a down dog. And walk it out. Okay, let's do that again. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, walk to your hands and fold. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, sit into your chair. Inhale to stand. Exhale, fold. Halfway up, inhale. Big fold, exhale. Palms are down. Plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, down dog. Just getting warm, guys. We'll do it one more time. If you'd rather take a break, go ahead and take a break in your child's down dog, hands and knees. You can always skip vinyasas. Okay, one more vinyasa, please. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale to your hands, fold. Roll it up, inhale. Big chair, exhale. Inhale to stand. Exhale to fold. Halfway up, inhale. Big fold, exhale. Palms are down, plank, inhale. Knees, chest, chin, exhale. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. All right, friends, let's keep it going. Find your down dog. Realize that maybe backs of the legs might be kind of cold and maybe not super warm, so maybe we bend the knees, no problem. But let's get the right leg up and bend that knee and circle out that hip. So let's make some nice big circles, okay? Maybe as the hip opens up a little bit, you stack the hip open a little bit more. Let's rewind that. All right, with your inhale here, extend that right leg up and out behind. All right, with your exhale, pull that knee forward, hover it just underneath your heart. Push the floor, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, send the leg back. Exhale, send the knee forward, hover it just underneath your heart. Again, big breath in, send it up and back. Big exhale, pull it forward and hold and breathe. So hold that knee right there under your heart. If you need a break, you can of course drop the left knee, no problem. But right knee is hovering. Keep the right knee where it is. Pull your heart forward toward the front of the mat. So you're taking the round out of your upper spine. Nice challenge. One more big breath in. Stay here as you exhale. Inhale, send it back. All right, exhale, drop that foot between your hands. Boom. Inhaling here, come up to your crescent lunge. Gather your inner thighs inward. And exhale, twist out to the right. So you're looking to the right, big twist. Look at that hand behind you. Keep in mind you can always drop the back knee if this gets a little too wobbly. And we'll inhale back to that crescent lunge. Gathering inner thighs inward, pulling heart up. Let's do that again. Exhale, big twist. Look to the right, look behind. Upper body's roughly centered over your hips. One more. Back to center. Inhale, crescent. Keep squeezing the knees together. And exhale to the side. Nice. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, all hands down. Down dog. Okay, take a breath or two. Shake it out. And let's keep going. Inhaling here, find your plank. Exhaling, walk to your hands, fold. Roll it up, inhale. Big chair, exhale. Inhale, standing. Exhale, folding. Halfway up, inhale. Big fold, exhale. Palms are down, plank, inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take a few more breaths here. Again, maybe bending your knees a lot if they're not super open in the hamstrings right now. It's okay. Bend those knees if you need to. Start to squeeze the mat with your hands and draw your elbows inward so that you feel your shoulder blades really sliding spaciously away from your ears. Your belly feels long and soft. Let's keep all that, friends, and get the left leg up. We'll bend the knee and circle out the hip. And let's get it really circly. Okay, notice the right leg's roll in this moment where it's doing all the support. So you might bend the right knee a little extra if the hamstring says, hey, that's too much. Okay, rewind this left hip, please. All right, then let's extend the left leg up and out behind. And exhale, right knee forward, hover it under your heart. Again, inhale, send the left leg back. Exhale, hover it under your heart. One more. Big breath in. And big exhale, pull it in and hover in, hold and breathe. So, left knee is hovering. You may drop the right knee to take it easy. How about lifting the heart forward, softly bending your elbows and trying to lengthen out your upper spine. Through your core, take control. Pull that belly in. One more full breath in and out, please. And then inhale, send the left leg up and out behind you. Exhale, drop the left foot between your hands. Whew. Inhaling here, crescent lunge. Okay, put a little squeeze between your inner thighs, please. And exhale, twist to the left. Okay, wringing out your spine, looking behind. Again, inhale, crescent. And exhale, twist. One more. Big breath in. Big twist. Okay, last time coming back to your crescent lunge. Inhaling here. Exhaling, all hands down. Down dog. Okay, notice how you're feeling. Any warmth that's building. Let's keep it going. Inhaling here, plank. Exhale, walk to your hands. Fold. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, sit into your chair. Inhale, standing. Exhale, folding. Halfway up, inhale. Big fold, exhale. Palms are down, inhale for plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Maybe moving your hands out to the side and pulling the heart a little more forward if that feels right. And exhale for your down dog. All right, let's really make this down dog nice. Let's grip the mat, elbows in, right and left sides of the body, trying to squeeze together toward the midline. Okay, just notice any parts that may be feeling tension here. Hamstrings may be resisting. Just notice, okay? Don't have to change it right away. We can just notice. Let's get the right leg up and out behind. Big breath in. Exhale here. Pull that right knee across to your left elbow. Let's do it again. Inhale here. Leg out behind. Exhale here. Right knee, left elbow. One more. Big breath in. Send it back. Big exhale. Pull it in. Right knee to left elbow and hold. So hang with me here. Here's where we're going. Extend the right leg out to the left. Okay, so you're crossing the right leg under your body and you're putting the outer edge of the right foot on the floor. The toes are going to be just about in line with your fingers, if you can kind of wiggle them out there. If you need a way out, you can always just drop your hips and you're out, okay? But if everything's going great for you, think of kind of pressing the outer edge of the right foot into the floor and pulling back on the right hip. I want you to feel a really nice, kind of a delicious stretch all along the outer edge of your right leg. So your IT band, your glute, your outer hip. Maybe one more big breath in here, pulling back on that right hip. And then if you choose, with your big inhale, you can sweep the left arm up, roll onto the inner edge of the left foot, and make a big open shape with the front of your body here, okay? We'll exhale, and we'll bring it down, okay? You might put that left hand on the floor. You might even let your hips sink a little lower. Let's do that again. Inhale, bring that left hand up. Open up the whole left side of your body to the ceiling. And exhale, left hand down, maybe sink the hips. One more, big breath in. And big exhale. Nice, from here, tuck the left toes, retuck the left toes. Inhale, send that right leg up and out behind you. Whew. And exhale, drop the right foot between your hands. Inhaling here, reaching up, crescent lunge. As you exhale, reach your body weight forward, okay? Shift your weight forward. Take a leap of faith. We're getting that left leg up into the air. All right, and we'll hold and breathe right here. So take a moment. Realize you can always put your left toe down. You don't have to keep it up. Okay, hang with me here for a moment and just think about the bottom of the right foot. So grounding through all four corners of the right foot, really tucking your tailbone, pulling your belly button in and back. And let's play with this a little bit. So we're going to start to bend into the right knee a little bit. How about if we just drape the left leg across the right? So for some of us, we're just going to cross at the knee, and that's great. Start to squeeze your knees together. So put a nice little inner thigh squeeze between them. Some of you would like to also tuck your left foot behind your right calf, but that's not necessary. So don't stress about that one. But no matter where you are, do squeeze your knees together and do sit down into this. Let's do the opposite with our arms, okay? We'll take the arms out wide, take the right arm over the left, and either grab your shoulders with opposite hands if your shoulders are tight today, or just try to braid your forearms and get your palms together. And now we are all tangled up. Go ahead and sink down into this. As you sink your hips down and squeeze your knees together, could you lift your elbows up level with your nose? Could you increase the distance between your elbows and your nose and send the shoulder blades down your back? So breathe here. Probably a lot of wobbling going on. Keep in mind you can always release your left toes and put them on the ground for more stability. So let's just take a few more breaths here. Finding some nice release between the shoulder blades. Nice heat building in the body. Okay, one more big breath here. Let's come out the way we came in. So unwind your arms, send them back up overhead. Unwind your legs, send the left knee back up and in. Big breath in. As you exhale, send that left toe back. So coming through a warrior three. Okay, inhaling here. One more crescent lunge, trying to pull those inner thighs together still. And exhale, all hands down. Down dog. I need you here. Take a moment to shake it out. And let's take a vinyasa, or you're free to take a break while we do that. Inhaling here, find your plank, please. And with your exhale, you might hop or step to your hands. You can energize that a little more if you like. Roll it up, inhale. Sit down low into your chair. Exhale, nice and low. Inhale to stand. And exhale to fold. Palms are down. Inhale, you might hop or step back to your plank. And exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale for your cobra. You might press the tops of your feet down and float your legs. And take an up dog instead here, your choice. And exhale, down dog. All right, found your down dog. Walk it out a little. Hands grip, elbows in, heels are out of sight. The hands push forward as the feet pull back. So let's get the left leg up and out behind here. Okay, with your exhale, that left knee draws across to the right elbow. A little hover there. Your shoulders are over your wrists. Inhale, back. Out behind with the left leg. Let's do it again. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Crossing under. One more, big breath in. And big exhale. Okay, hold here and breathe. Always you have the option to just drop your hips and reconfigure. But we'll send the left leg out to the right. So you're crossing that left leg underneath your body over to the right side of the mat. And think about lining your toes up with your fingers if you could. And take a break if you need to. But if everything's going great, we'll reach up with the right hand. We'll roll onto the inner edge of the right foot. Big breath in here. Think of peeling open the right side of your body. As you exhale, you can bring that right hand down and drop your hips nice and low. But try to hover a little bit. Let's do that again. Inhale, bring it up. Think of lifting your hips here if it feels nice. And exhale, bring it down. Okay, keep pulling back on that left hip. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, bring it down. Nice. Inhale here. Left leg sends itself up and out behind. And exhale here. Send that left foot forward. Drop it between your hands. Inhale, coming up to your crescent lunge. Okay, keep squeezing the knees toward each other. And exhale. Dive your body weight forward. Come up through a warrior three. Pulling that right leg up and in. So we're standing on one foot again. So just take a moment to ground through all the points of your left foot. Belly button in a little bit, tailbone tucking. Just getting your balance. And always remember, you can drop that right toe. Okay, let's start to bend the left knee. We'll be balancing on this left foot for quite a while, so always right toes can help out. We'll cross the right knee over the left. Maybe we keep that right toe up or not. Maybe we tuck the right ankle behind the left. Let's do the opposite with our arms. Arms out wide. Okay, squeezing your knees together. You're already sinking down low into this. Let's do left elbow over right. Option A, grab your shoulders. Option B, braid your arms. Try to put your palms really close together. And we're lifting the elbows as we drop the shoulder blades. We're increasing the distance between the nose and the elbows. Breathe here. Try to squeeze your legs. Drop the hips even lower. And allow yourself to wobble here. It's kind of interesting just to see what happens. So find that nice shoulder blade stretch. Allow the legs to get warm. Maybe one more breath here. And come out slowly, arms first. Reaching back up overhead. Right leg unwinds, lifts up, big breath in. Right knee is up, big exhale, moving through a warrior three. Right leg is now back at the back of the mat. Right toes come down, inhaling here. One last crescent lunge. And exhale, all hands down, down dog. Shake it out. Notice how you're feeling. And inhale here, find that plank. Exhale, hop or step to your hands and fold. Roll it up, inhale. Sit down into your big chair, exhale. Inhale to stand. Exhale to fold. Halfway up, inhale. And very big fold, exhale. Palms are down here. Inhale, back to your plank, hop or step. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale for your cobra. Maybe your up dog, who knows? And exhale for your down dog. Walk it out here for a moment. Our last down dog of this practice. Notice how your hamstrings feel, if there's any difference. How your shoulders feel. Your overall body heat. Okay, body feeling all over. And then as you're ready, drop to your knees. Sit your hips out to one side. And we'll come to a seat. So find your stacked logs. So we'll stack logs today. We'll open up the outer hip and the low back. So it should feel really nice. So you'll take your, let's take the right leg out in front. So many legs. Right leg right in front of you and just line it up with the front of your mat. So your right ankle will be very flexed. Your right shin is parallel with the front of the mat. And you might need to lean back to do this, but let's take the left ankle and put it on the right knee. Leaning back is totally fine, okay? If it's just really uncomfortable for you to do this, you have an instant way out just by extending your bottom leg, okay? The top leg will just stay the same. You can just extend the bottom leg. So that's your way out. If you're happy in this posture, stay leaning back at first while you really flex your ankles. So super flexed. Try to prevent them from getting floppy, okay? And then really stacking knees and ankles very intentionally. We can start to sit up tall, fingers on the ground beside you maybe, so you get a little extra taller. And this is one of those postures that's just going to take its own time. So if you feel like you want to be somewhere in this posture, but you're not, just try to let go of those expectations. Every day is different, and we don't want our expectations to ruin the experience, okay? Let's just breathe here. We'll just take some time. So find your longest spine, find the variation that works best for you, where you don't feel any discomfort, Okay, no discomfort. And then you'll start to, just that same leg moving together feeling that we talk about in standing postures, let's have that same feeling here, like you're trying to compress your two legs toward each other, just with the strength in your lower body. So you're not pushing with your hands. Okay, allow the legs to press toward each other. And let's breathe while that happens. You may close your eyes and just really focus on the feelings in your hip, inner and outer, in your low back. Okay, if all is going well, you can begin to think about maybe moving your heart a little bit forward. Notice how folding at the hips a little bit might change the sensations this posture offers. Okay, if all is still going well, we can walk the hands out front. And sometimes it's helpful to actually use your fingertips in front of you to push into the floor and think of moving your hips back a little bit, lengthening your low back, and maybe deepening this opening a little bit. Keep breathing. Bring your awareness to that low back space. Any place you feel this, could you send your breath there? All right, as you're ready, we'll walk ourselves back up out of this. So I want to keep what we have. Let's just take it a step further. We're just going to grab this left ankle and move it further out to the right. So think about your knees crossing so that they're very close to each other. And if your outer hips are tight, like mine, it's going to feel a little bit intense. So don't rush yourself here. Knees come close. To make this less intense, simply move your feet back towards your hips. It's so much less intense if you do that. And you can kind of settle into it. Please make sure that your left hip is on the floor. It will try to come up, so be aware of that left hip's shenanigans. And let's just breathe here. Okay, left hip is heavy, maybe fingers beside you, long spine. Let's just be here. Always we have options. If you need a way out, extend that bottom leg, just like we did in the previous posture, in that stacked logs posture. So in a cow face posture, which is where we are, you can always extend the bottom leg. If you're feeling great, try to squeeze your knees toward each other, that same feeling. Knee squeezing. All is still going well. You can take your fingers in front and gently press the floor to move your hips back. Keep squeezing the legs together. Keep that engagement. Maybe one or two more breaths here in your cow face posture. And then let's walk ourselves up out of this. Let's really just change one thing. So whether you have your bottom leg extended or bent, you can keep it like it is, however suits you. Let's just take the top leg, the left leg, and move it again. So this time, we're picking the left foot up and putting it on the floor by the right hip. So the left knee is now pointed up, and then feel free to scooch that right foot in if you need to. But again, we do want that left hip on the floor. We're turning this into a twist. So that right arm will hold the left leg very close. And I mean very close. So imagine you actually wanted to move that left knee towards your heart. But remember your long spine because we are twisting. So start to look over that left shoulder. You can use the left fingers behind you to lengthen your spine even more. Big breath here. Long spine, inhale. Big twist, exhale. As you're ready, let go of all this, and we'll lean back on hands. From there, you can kick out your noodly legs and shake them out a little bit. Whew, notice how the hips are feeling. And let's switch sides. So this time we'll have the left leg be the bottom leg. And as before, it'll be the bottom leg throughout this next series of 3 different postures. So at any time, if it's too much, just extend the left leg, extend the bottom leg, and only use the top leg to do the postures. So keep that in mind. Okay, your left leg is lined up with the front of the mat, the shin. The foot is flexed. So remember, keep your flexed foot for this first posture that we're going into. Stacked logs. Some people call it double pigeon. So remember, hips on the ground, long spine. Arrange yourself. Be a little bit picky with your ankle flex and your stacked knees and ankles. And be a little bit picky with the 2 lower legs. We want them nicely stacked. Once you're in, start to move the legs toward each other. That's where we get some really nice inner and outer hip opening, as well as low back release. Maybe the hands walk forward and we press the floor with the fingertips. Remember your long spine though. Heart always moves forward between the shoulders. As you're ready, we'll transition into the next stage in this journey. So moving the right leg further to the left. Trying to get those knees close. Remember, move the feet closer to your hips to make this more gentle. Sometimes I like to move the feet close while I'm getting into it. Put the knees close because they're the hardest thing to get close, really, those knees. And then you can kind of squinch one foot away, squinch the other foot away. But remember not to take the feet past your knees. Okay, long spine. Just breathe. Spend that time here. Maybe putting a little squeeze between your knees. Maybe since this is our second side, it's a little more open, or maybe it's totally different. So release those expectations and you'll have a better time. All right, and finally, let's turn this posture into a twist. So maybe we scooch the left foot a little closer in so that we can sit more comfortably. And let's pick up the right foot and put it on the floor near that left hip. Now the left arm can hold that right leg very close. Okay, really close. Pull that knee inward and look over the right shoulder. So let's breathe here. Right fingers behind. Long spine, inhale. Big twist, exhale. Think I'm moving the belly button to the spine with each exhale. As you're ready, untwist yourself. And if you lean back on your hands and shake out your noodly legs for a moment, then we can notice how the hips are feeling overall. And then it's time to come on down to your resting posture. So come all the way down to the mat. Find your ideal resting posture. Maybe Shavasana, maybe something else. Eyes closed, breathing through your nose. Time to rest. Just let your body soak up your practice. Let even the breath become effortless, like sleeping breath. Especially notice your face, very soft, your jaw, your eyebrows. And feel a wave of softness moving from the top of your head all the way down to your feet. Again and again, each wave, you let go a little more. And please keep resting like this for as long as you can. Thank you so much for joining me.